drives it into right center field. Hit it, Todd. This baby is way back. On here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today the Giants continue to struggle, and I'm getting the comment over and over and over, bro, season is over. Season is done. This team stinks. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to make a World Series run. You're living a fantasy, blah, blah, blah. Well, even if that were true, I'm still a fan of the team. I stick with this team through thick and thin. That being said, is the season over? I mean, of course not. Technically, it's not over at all. In fact, if the season ended today, the Giants are a playoff team. They're the last playoff team, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe their record would put them in the playoffs right now with the expanded playoffs. So clearly, if they're a playoff team, the season's obviously not over. Despite a tough time right now, they can always turn it around, start winning again. They've already done it once. They lost 5 games in a row, then they won 6 in a row. This is what this team is doing this year. Right now, they're absolutely stinking it up. But a huge series is coming up against the Reds because the Reds are terrible, and you really need to sweep the Reds. I mean, I think 2 out of 3 or whatever is not even good enough. It's okay, but you need to sweep the Reds because the Reds stink. I mean, so there are going to be more games against bad teams. The Giants are just going to have to beat those bad teams. They're going to have more games against the Rockies, a whole bunch more games against the Reds, games against the Pirates, what have you. And they're going to have opportunities to win. They do need to play better against the good teams for sure, and it's not a good sign for the playoffs, but it's still very early. It's only May. And let's keep in mind, last year, the Atlanta Braves, who went on to win the World Series at this point in the year, were 19-22. Giants are 22-19. And just so you know, because I did a quick little research, fans of the Braves were saying the same damn thing. There are countless examples. I could be here all day, but let's just look at a few. This is from 2021, May, around the same time frame as right now. Atlanta scared. These are all Braves fans. The Braves season is over. We only had him and Ian. This is when Huascar and Inoa punched the seat in the dugout and broke his pitching hand. Well, season's over. That's it. It's a wrap. Welp, Braves season is over. This is from July 11th, 2021. Welp, Braves season is over. Welp, the Braves season is over. Get well soon, Acuna. You remember when Acuna went down? That was a wrap. Braves season over. Done. Braves season is over in July after being 1 game away from the World Series last year. Unbelievable. Season over. Finished. Acuna just got hit with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball on the hand. Braves season is over in May. Brave season is over. Why try to bring Jock into that when the Braves acquired Jock Peterson? Brave season is over. Why try to bring Jock? We don't need Jock. Brave season is over. Of course, that team went on to win the World Series. So, am I saying the Giants are going to win the World Series? No, I'm not. But this attitude of it's over, it's done, it's over, it's finished. It's just, even the Nationals, obviously, I don't need to show you what the Nationals fans were saying back in 2019. They were 16-25 at this point. They were done. I wouldn't have even argued with Nationals fans at that time. I might have said, stick with them, guys. Don't be too down. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you guys have no chance. They went on to win the World Series. And if you look back at the Giants teams that won World Series championships, their record wasn't much better at this point in the season, sometimes worse. That's just how it is. 2014 wasn't looking like a great year. They win the World Series. You don't know. Just stick with your team. That's all I would say. I'm not saying this is the Giants are going to go win a World Series. I didn't even pick them to win a World Series before the season. So, obviously, this team is not looking like a World Series team, but they are right now a playoff team. And what's the point of watching? You got to root for your team, and you got to stick with your team, so you just never know. But I definitely think this Red Series is absolutely huge, and I do think that the Giants expect to compete this year. Changes got to be made. You got to address some problems. Joey Bart, unless he's turned it around, he got a single yesterday, but every time he seems to get a single, everyone thinks he's turned it around or something. Then the next day he goes 0-for-4 with a couple strikeouts or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Not hitting at all. I'm not saying cut him out. I really think they should send him to AAA and find someone who can hit. And I don't think Papierski is the guy either. That's just my opinion. I really don't like that trade. That's just me. I'm just a fan, but I don't like that trade with Dubon. But hey, it is what it is. It's done. Pitching has sucked lately. No way around it, and the Giants are getting blown out. Not just losses, but blowouts. They've been blown out like 10 times. So I really do understand the notion like, dude, this team ain't a playoff team. But remember, teams change over the course of the season. So I'm just hoping that things are done. I don't think that the problem is some of the best prospects right now who are actually hitting. You know, we have Ramos, but he's not exactly tearing it up in AAA. Most of the best-looking prospects are a little bit lower in the minor leagues. We do have this guy, David VR, who's tearing it up in AAA. And even though he wasn't a, big, high draft pick, even though he's not some kind of, big prospect who everyone's heard of and talked about, I really don't care. If he's tearing it up at AAA and hitting home runs at a crazy pace, I say bring him up and give him a shot. See what he can do. I know that he plays third base. We got Longo there. I'm just saying, figure something out. Because we have some talent where you just got to find a spot for him or a way to implement it. We do have Sean Jelly. Maybe we can use his help. He did get promoted briefly earlier this year. But most of the guys who are really raking are down lower in the minor leagues, and they're not coming up this year. They're just not going to rush them. So there's definitely reason to feel down. But I'm saying it's May. It's May. Giants suddenly kick off a 10-game winning streak, and the attitude will be completely different. You can be like, bro, that ain't happening. We don't know. We don't know that ain't happening, because that's what I heard when they were on that 5-game losing streak. Season's over, then they won 6 in a row, and it was all happy times. So just give it time and see what happens. Right now, it's certainly not looking good, but Braves fans thought the season was over a year ago today. They thought the season was over 10 months ago today, and it wasn't. Braves won the World Series. I had more faith in the Braves than Braves fans. And then, of course, you had the Nationals in 2019, and we can go back and find more examples as well. But that Nationals team sucked, and they won the World Series because they turned it around. It can't happen. It takes a magical formula. It takes a team coming together, and it takes finding guys who are going to contribute. And if it ain't going to be Joey Bart, he ain't going to be on this roster much longer. If he is, they got themselves to blame for falling short if you do not address your holes and your issues. I'm not saying cut him, but there is a place for him, and it's called the Sacramento River Cats. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go Giants. We'll talk to you later on after the game. See ya. Or straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making